college reunion, my wife Brittany ran into her first love, Leonardo. What I never expected was that after the party, all three of us got kidnapped. When I opened my eyes again, we were locked inside an abandoned warehouse, with several countdown bombs strapped to my body. They tried dozens of times, and still couldn't disarm them. With nothing left to hope for, I sat bound to a chair, ready to face death alongside my wife. But instead, she and Leonardo were clinging to each other in tears. "Leonardo," she sobbed, "if we'd both been a little braver back then, we'd already be married by now. I never got you out of my heart. I'm still a virgin because of you. Brittany, stop crying. If this is our last day, I want to make up for everything we lost." With those words, Leonardo pulled my wife into a deep kiss. Then the two of them walked to the corner of the warehouse and started having sex. My heart felt like it was being torn apart. I sat there, waiting for death with nothing but grief and despair. Half an hour later, they stood before me with their clothes in disarray. The countdown on the bombs reached 0, but nothing exploded. Then the door swung open, and a group of friends walked in. "Brittany, you finally let go of all that baggage. If we hadn't staged the whole kidnapping, would you two have ever opened up to each other?" Brittany went rigid. The flush in her cheeks slowly drained to white. A prank? Someone noticed how lost she looked and walked over with a grin, giving her cheek a playful pinch. "Yeah. At the party, you kept staring at Leonardo with this heavy look on your face. As your best friend, of course I knew what was weighing on you. But that kind of thing doesn't just go away on its own. If you never dealt with it, you'd never really be happy. Now seeing you and Leonardo holding hands, I'm genuinely so happy for you." "Exactly, Brittany. How else were we supposed to help you get past this?" "Wait, what's that smell?" Before the words even landed, the whole group erupted in a wave of knowing gasps and laughter. "You two didn't waste any time, did you? Already went all the way. Nice work. Wedding, wedding, wedding." Cheers and blessings filled the abandoned warehouse. And I, Brittany's lawful husband, sat there watching it all with a face drained of color. My nails had dug into my palms hard enough to draw blood. It hurt. The drops fell onto the rope binding my wrists, but somehow my chest hurt worse than my hands. She was my wife. And yet, not even 30 minutes ago, she had slept with another man in that very corner, all to make up for what she said she'd missed. Their breathless whispers, their confessions, their tragic love story, somehow all of it made me feel like I was the one who had no right to be there. I slowly closed my eyes. A single tear slid from the corner of one eye, and quietly, I made my decision. Across the room, Brittany was still in Leonardo's arms, letting him kiss her. He didn't know I was her husband. Neither did any of our classmates, because Brittany never wanted to make our relationship public, probably because she cared too much about what Leonardo would think. Maybe the grief was written too plainly on my face, because someone finally noticed me tied up in the corner. "Wait, isn't that Brooks? What were you guys thinking, dragging Brooks into this prank too?" The moment those words landed, everyone finally turned to look at me. I didn't mean to pull Brooks into it, but he kept following Brittany around, and I was afraid of missing the timing, so I just grabbed him too. "Brooks, I'm so sorry. Let me untie you right now. Please don't be mad, and please don't come after me for this. We did do something good here, didn't we? We helped two people who were meant to be find their way back to each other." Brittany's eyes stayed fixed on me, guilt, shame, and unease, all tangled together in her expression. Once I was free, I stumbled to my feet. The pain inside me was overwhelming, but Brittany kept shooting me desperate, pleading looks. She was begging me not to say a word about our marriage, to save everyone the awkwardness.